Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome back to Follow a Sketch Friday. Now, this Follow a Sketch Friday is super fun because this is the first sketch of May, and Crafty Meggy is joining me throughout the month of May. This is the sketch that we are going to be using, and I'm already doing funky things with it because I'm doing two photos instead of one large photo and a couple of small photos. I mean, I might do these in small photos. I haven't figured it out yet, but let's see what I can do. Alrighty, so I knew when I had found this sketch that I was going to be using these little Paige Evans 2x2 squares. And I knew it because I haven't really used them at all yet. Now, originally I was just going to repeat the patterns. As you can see, I was going to use two of the ampersands and two of the happy ones. But ultimately, I decided that I wasn't going to do that. I wanted to have ones that were not duplicate. I wanted to have individual ones. And I just went ahead and figured out the order that I wanted them to be in. And I made sure to kind of keep it to the pink, purpley, orangey, yellow kind of theme. I didn't bring in any ones that were mainly green or mainly blue. I did bring in some that had those colors in it. Like that one has a lot of green and blue in it, and then the plaid one has green and blue in it, but they aren't the main color scheme. The main color scheme is like what you see in the happy one up there. So I'm just flipping through, trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to do with it, and then just trying to figure out how I want them to be situated here on my layout. And basically that's just me looking at it and kind of feeling like, how do I feel about like the dark purple ones? Are they spaced out well enough? Are the white ones spaced out well enough? Like what looks good to me? And this is what I ended up figuring looked good. Now I do have to trim down this page a little bit because instead of figuring out the center and just spacing out the tiles that way, I decided to space them about 1/4 inch all the way around. And what that meant was I needed to trim off some of my background paper here. And that's perfectly fine. I decided to mat it on top of white cardstock, and that is because I have a lot of white going on these pages. And I really appreciate the fact that I can use this small floral background from She's Magic, and it coordinates pretty well with what I have going on from the what Paige Evans collection is this? I know that there are some of you that know off the top of your head just by looking at it, but I had to take a peek. It's Truly Grateful, which kind of makes sense since it's all American craft, so I'm sure that all their colors coordinate across the way. Now I did decide to make a few changes, and that is just because of the way that my photo is going to completely cover up one of those square boxes. So I have Magic and Wonder over here, and then I'm going to put the ampersand by it because I'm thinking it's going to be like Magic and Wonder and Whataburger or something like that. I don't have it completely fleshed out in my mind yet, but it's kind of there. Now, you might be thinking, what are you using these gorgeous florals for fast food? But you know what? You gotta scrapbook what you like, guys. You gotta scrapbook with the supplies you like, and you gotta scrapbook the things you like. And this was a moment that was documented when my husband and daughter took my other daughter to college. They stopped at Whataburger because my husband lived in Texas for a period of time when he was in school, and he decided that he loved a Whataburger, and our kids needed to experience that. Now I do pull out this sheet of paper. This is a Traveler's Notebook sheet of paper from Gossamer Blue, which is sadly no longer in business, and they haven't been in business for a little while. But I do have, look at me, people. I even bought Traveler's Notebook kits, and I still have not made a Traveler's Notebook. I just use it on my regular scrapbooking. But I thought that this paper coordinated well enough, so I decided to place it on here, kind of representing that tag that basically I'm not doing. So there it is. I'm not following this sketch exactly, and that's okay. You know, you can do whatever you want with the sketch. If you do decide to use this sketch and post it on social media, use the hashtag FASF. Follow a sketch Friday. That way I'll be able to check it out and see it, because I do follow that hashtag. And we are going to go ahead and mat my photo on this 6x6 sheet of paper. It is pink and gold. I figured I was bringing in the gold washi tape, so might as well embrace the gold completely. So I am going to add a little bit adhesive on this so that it overlaps over top of the photo. And then I know that I've said this earlier in the intro, but this month Crafty Meggy is joining me every Friday for Follow a Sketch Friday. I will have her channel linked down below so that you can go check out her take on the sketch. I just love Megan. I think that she is an awesome person, and she is super talented and super creative, so I am excited to see what the month will bring us. She's probably not scrapbooking fast food. If she is, that would be hilarious, but she's probably not scrapbooking fast food for this layout. Now, I dug out my Creative Memories punch, and I decided to go ahead and punch out kind of the food out of this photo and really just put them on the layout like the sketch suggests. And I have the burger, the fries, the drink, and then I also have the veg that my husband ripped off of his burger because he does not eat veg on his burgers. And that's just a sad, sad thing. So I toyed with the idea of kind of overlapping them, but ultimately I decided to not do that. And I have noticed that I say ultimately a lot, and I don't think it's just in my voiceovers. I've noticed me using that word at work a lot too. So I don't know why I'm saying ultimately so much, but I am saying it an awful lot. And every time I say ultimately, my head has the Ultimate Showdown song running through my head as I'm saying it. So there is that. Now I am going to take some of this gold glittery washi tape, and I'm just going to add the little bits. And I'm sorry that my photo up at the top, the little sketch, flashes in and out sometimes, you guys, but I haven't been able to figure out how to get it to butt up against each other in the software so that it doesn't have that gap. If anybody knows, teach me or tell me down in the comments below. Just tell me what I'm missing, that I haven't been able to get it to butt up exactly next to each other. Is it just user error and I should be able to be doing that? I don't know, maybe. So I'm going to grab these thickers. These are an older thicker, and I just love the font on them. So I'm going to spell out burger. So it's going to say Burger Love. And then over here on the left where it says Magic and Wonder, and I have a photo of a burger. So, I mean, you could have two different titles on here. You could even say Shine is your title. It doesn't really matter to me. I like to decorate with words. I'm surprised I'm actually using this Love 2x2 square because it drives me insane when words are broken apart like that. Just in general, but it really drives me insane when words are broken apart like this, when they don't have syllables, so they don't have like natural breaking points. It just drives me insane. So I get that down to say Burger Love. I've grabbed some enamel dots and placed those down on the page. Those are some close to my heart Halloween ones, so that's fun. I have these two gold chipboard glitter hearts that I have had in my stash for a long time. They are from Freckled Fawn, so I just decided to go ahead and lay those down. I figured that the heart looked good over top of the burger. I was thinking about die cutting out a large W or something like that for Whataburger, but ultimately, look, there it is. I used ultimately again. I decided that I liked the gold glitter heart. I am using my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to make sure that the stuff sticks down because these are thickers, so the adhesive is not fantastic on them, and then I don't want my hearts falling off the page either, so I go ahead and drop that down as well. Now I do think that the only thing I have left to do is add some splatter because there is splatter here on this layout. I do grab my Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, and I get kind of heavy-handed with it, and my poor photo gets a lot on it, and so do my burger letters. And at first I'm just tapping the burger letters off, but I end up wiping it down a little bit. There's still a little smidge of gold on there. You can see a little bit of it in the close-up, but I'm okay with that. See, there it is, just a little smidge. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure you check out Megan's link down below, and I will see you guys again really soon for another video.